Hey everyone, welcome back to Just Being Booky. In this video, it's a spoiler alert review of Wings of Fire. If you have not read the book, go back to the video I posted yesterday that is spoiler free. I mean it, no spoilers, okay? I'm assuming that you left and went to the other video if you have not watched it by now. So, generally speaking, really good book. As soon as I open it, though, practically as soon as I open it, in like the first page or two, there's a dragon killing a dragon. That was unexpected. In my previous video, I mentioned how it was more intense than expected in general, but regardless of whether it was more intense than expected, in the first 2 pages, like wow, that was plot twist. There was no plot twist, but it actually definitely got me intrigued. So that's the purpose of the book. Because what one was it with? Which dragon was it? Which one? Oh yeah, with the burn leader and the dragons or the Talons of Peace group. All that. I actually really I kind of warmed up to, I was going to say I really liked, but I kind of warmed up to, no pun intended, to Peril, the dragon that you're introduced to in the Skywinged Stronghold, because she does seem like the character that's forced into something and believes things that aren't necessarily accurate and true, but then originally when you first meet them, they seem like the bad guy or anything like that. I'm interested to see where it goes with her. I'm assuming that she's brought back in a later book. Don't spoil that for me, even though this is a spoiler alert video. Well, I mean, you can say if she comes back. Well, no, because if she doesn't, then I don't want to be fully disappointed before I even do anything. But anyway, no spoilers for me because I have not read anything but the first book. And one thing I really liked was the fact of the different abilities with the Mud Wing, the Sky Wing, the Rain Wing, and the Sand Wing, and all that stuff. Really is almost scientific, the way that it dives into the different personalities, different traits, and different abilities and specialties with all the different dragons. I almost need a handbook for all the different dragons as if it's an actual subject. I mean, personally, it is a subject, but not everyone agrees with that. Dragon knowledge is always fun, even with the ones that go back and forth. I watched a video once on the science of dragons, and technically it eradicated the quote possibility, scientifically possible favorite version of dragons, which is the same one here with 4 legs and 2 wings, because it was saying how the wings are basically limbs, and I never really thought of that. And so in reality it has 6 limbs instead of 4. And so the most probable dragon is either the ones without legs, like the Chinese dragons or something. Well, not the Chinese dragons, because those don't really have wings either. But the ones without legs and mainly just wings, or is that, I don't even know if that's actually an accurate dragon, but the ones that, the wyverns, I think they are, where their wings are their front legs and then they have their back legs, are actually the most technically scientifically possible, I believe, of dragons, which I thought was really interesting. And also the way that their colors and reflections are described, like with Glory the Rainwing, it sounds so pretty. I can almost see the glint in my own eyes. And I'm assuming, do not spoil this for me either, that the queen of the Skywings is gone at this point, and that Burn and the other people of the Skywing community are the ones after them. Do not spoil it for me, please, because I hope she's gone, because just one of those annoying villains that are trying to be charismatic and logical, but they just make you want to punch them in the face, or in the dragon's case, the snout. But sometimes this society does that to me too. But we're not going to get into that today because I don't want to have to deal with that today. Honestly, I think which one is it? Is it the ringwing? No, it's not the ringwing. I don't think. Mudwing, Sandwing, Skywing, Seawing. The Seawing, yes, the Seawing. I think the Seawing is my personal favorite because water, underwater, breathing underwater, traveling in the water. It's just so cool. And apparently, the second book dives into mainly hers, in the Lost Heir, and how she might be the heir of the Seawing Queen. Again, no, please don't spoil it for me. It's a spoiler video, but I don't want the spoilers. You just get the spoilers, if hopefully only if you've already read it. But anyway, I just love the way that it is, and Tsunami sounds like a perfect name for a Sea-Wing dragon. And honestly, I just love her personality. So like, because of the combination between like, uh, kind and determined to crazy, fierce, determined. It's just satisfying in her way of, not in her way of doing it, in the author's way of combining and describing it, obviously. But I think that's really all that I have to say. If I have any secondary notes that I want to add by the time I'm editing this video, I will put this somewhere around me. But if not, then I hope this was a good review in your case. I hope you liked it too. Let me know what you thought in the comments if you haven't already in my previous video. And I will see you all next week. Bye!